listen, don't move, don't talk, don't do anything.
How are you gonna say I love you?
No, but I love you too.
We're still in the hotel. That can't be good.
We'll get out of here, I promise.
You sound so sure of that.
Come on. Remember what Blackthorn wrote? Constance and Blackthorn survived because they never left each other. How you feeling? You all right? Are you okay?
All things considering, pretty good. I'll stop worrying.
I'll stop worrying when you're on the first helicopter out of here. Captain has assured me that we will all be evacuated by helicopter as soon as the wind dies down. So please, in the meantime, just try and stay calm. And if you're inclined, pray that the wind stops.
Isn't he magnificent?
Are you sure he's related to you?
If my grandson dies because of your negligence, you're toast.
During the evacuation, I don't want you anywhere near Emily.
Well, she does seem very frail.
How did that tourniquet come loose?
Oh, darling, now please don't make an issue of that. Monica is distressed enough. I mean, she must feel terrible having improperly tied her daughter's...
If I find out that you had anything to do with it, you will wish that you had died in this fire.
That kid's crazy about you, isn't he? Daddy?
Let us know when the wind dies down.
Thanks, Dylan.
Isn't he magnificent?
Base to evac. Do you copy? Base to evac.
That's a copy.
Hey, give me Nicholas Cassadine.
I'm right here.
Hey, big brother. How the winds up there?
It's still pretty bad.
All right, listen to me. Just try to keep everybody calm up there. We're gonna land those choppers the minute we know it's safe.
Sooner would be better.
Is Georgie Jones up there?
Yeah, she's right here.
All right, I'll let Maxie know. How's Emily doing?
Monica sutured her cut, but
She's lost a lot of blood, lucky. There any other injuries?
just smoke inhalation. Well, there's one woman, the hotel electrician, I think. She's dead.
Well, we're coming to get you out of there. You don't worry, all right?
You know where to find us. I'm gonna go pull my number, then I'll help you to the door.
No, I don't need to be on the first flight.
Emily, you're hurt? You're getting on that flight?
No, I'm not in danger of bleeding to death like Detective Beck. Besides, I don't want any special treatment, Nicholas. I'll just take a number like everyone
more than qualifies
else.
as special treatment. You heard what Luke said. The badly injured and kids go. That includes you.
The helicopter will only take 7. I can wait. Hey, if positions were reversed, I know that you would do the same thing, Nicholas.
No, I wouldn't.
And that's the first time you've ever lied to me. Come on. We'll both draw numbers.
No, that is not acceptable, Emily. You're getting on this flight.
Open yours.
34, we're on the same flight.
We'll be together. That's special treatment enough for me.
Move it.
I feel for Courtney. It must be horrible to have to leave Jason behind. I feel so much better knowing that whatever happens, you and I are going to be together.
Okay. After this next group leaves, we'll go up on the roof and be safe there, okay?
Hold up! I'm screaming the seat on that chopper!
With my brother, you were supposed to be escorting Jason out!
Morgan became violent, trying to attack me, but I left him in an area where there was no fire!
You let my son burn in that building?
The wind's picking up! We need to take off now! I have a right to be on this flight! Besides, I'm a police officer!
Away with you!
I'm sorry, but there won't be another flight! With this wind picking up again, it's too dangerous to land!
We have to fly out with us!
I can't allow that! Overcrowding this chopper this wind can cause us to crash! Okay, I can make it down on my... Don't argue with me! Don't argue with me! You're going on
Stay
this...
together! We stay together!
You can't make it down the stairs, baby! You can't make it...
Emily, we've got to go!
Please, I love you. I love you. You have to do this for me. You have to do this for me. Get her out of here. Come on, ma'am. Gotta go.
Hand me that paperclip. Give it to me! Nicholas, you can't wait for me. I'm not gonna let you burn it, did you? Pick a lock? No, you can't help. Get out! Nicholas, get out! You're wasting my time. Get out of here. Come on. Nicholas, get out of here! That's not you left. I think that may be able to help you after all.
Don't move.
No. You know how to use that thing?
You're kidding me, right? I'm a Cassidy. We don't do manual labor. I'm not even sure this is the right end to swing. Get out of the way. Oh, good. I didn't cut your hand off.
You hear that? Elmer, it's okay. You're in the hospital, sweetheart.
Do they find Nicholas? Is he okay?
We haven't heard anything yet. Okay?
I have to go
No,
find him.
Emily, you can't go anywhere.
No,
Sweetheart,
Mom,
you
I
just
can't.
had
I never should have left.
Fusion. No, Emily, please listen to me. You've got to rest. You have lost a lot of blood.
You call the firefighters. Call the firefighters. Make sure that
I
they're
will do that. I will. I promise. You got to promise me. You're going to get some rest. Please.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
Okay, good. It's gonna be fine.
Hopefully she's getting some rest.
Nicholas is still in that building. Send helicopters back up to get him.
Emily, I'm sorry. There's
Well,
nothing.
you're sorry. Nicholas is trapped in that building.
Chief, is there any way we can land a helicopter on the roof?
No, there's no place to land.
Can you drop a ladder?
Not in this wind.
Emily, you can't just leave him trapped in there.
Emily, I gotta get you to the hospital. You have to have that leg taken care of.
What about Nicholas?
Listen, there are firefighters in the building. I'll try to have them search for him.
Well, last I heard, my son was in that building too. And if he and Nicholas don't get out, you'll have to answer to me. Come on, come on.
You see Nicholas?
No. I just came out of the building. Courtney, have you seen?
I haven't seen Nicholas either. As far as I know, the last ones out of the building were Carly inside.
Oh, Jason's in there too.
Yeah, he's gonna get out. So is Nicholas.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Is there any word on Nicholas or Jason?
I'm sorry. Fire captain's abandoned the search. He said the building's too unstable to send in any more men. I'm sorry.
They're calling off the search.
Yeah, I heard.
No, Nicholas and Jason are still in there.
Listen,
Make them keep looking, Sonny. You have power. You can get things done. Make them send the firefighters in there to find Nicholas and Jason.
there are 2 men still inside that building. You can't just give up on them. What is wrong with you?
Jason's
still in there. We have to get him, Carly. Let's go.
Get out.
I'm okay. It's okay.
God, I love you so.
I love you too. So I just gotta talk to him.
Thank God you're okay. We had to leave Nicholas on that roof. He's still inside
I know.
that building.
I know he is.
No, he could be trying to get out right now.
Emily, I don't think he is.
No. You were inside and you walked out. Okay, there's a chance that Nicholas made it too.
I saw Nicholas inside.
He was alive, right?
I was trapped in a stairwell. Capelli handcuffed me to a pipe, and he took off and picked out Nicholas.
He saved your life, right? He saved your life.
Yes, he saved my life. But the axe, it damaged the gas pipe. And there was an explosion. Okay, we got out of the stairwell. We went into the corridor. I was just, I was a little bit ahead of Nicholas. And we were separated by the blast. The ceiling caved in. And when I came to, I tried to find Nicholas. I kept saying his name, and then I could barely see him through some flames, and there was these beams in front of me, and the rubble was so high, and the floor started to go. Emily, I'm sorry. I waited as long as I could.
If he's hurt, Jason, he can't dig himself out. If he's hurt, he can't dig himself out.
Hey.
No, he's buried. We can go in there and we can get him. We can go get him. Don't tell me that. He was unconscious. He can't know Nicholas is. Please, no, listen, Jason, we can still. fiance. We were separated at the fire. He's probably hurt.
Well, first, let's get you settled.
His name is Nicholas Cassadine. He has dark hair and dark eyes. He's about 5'11".
Okay, I'll check as soon as I can.
He could be in shock. There were so many explosions.
Emily, you need to let the doctors examine you.
All right,
okay?
put her in 5.
To check me out of here.
What are you doing, sweetheart? You need
I
to
want you to
rest.
take me back to the hotel.
Emily, there's nothing you can do
Jason
there.
said he saw Nicholas on the 16th floor. That means he's still in the building. I have to make sure that they're looking for him.
Listen to me. It's been too long. The smoke alone.
No, Nicholas is alive. Don't treat me like I'm crazy.
You're not crazy, Emily, but you are in shock.
I don't have time to argue. Are you going to drive me there, or do you want me to walk?
I'll take you.
Nicholas and I are connected, Mom. I would feel it if he were gone.
Emily, we all want to believe that Nicholas is alive.
I know. Nicholas isn't dead.
Emily is injured. She shouldn't be running around searching for a man she's never going to find.
I understand. However, when I thought Lucky was dead, I had to accept his loss in my own time, and that's exactly what she needs to do with Nicholas.
I'm trying to make it easier on her.
Okay, then just give her the space and support to deal with it in her own way.
Don't do this, Emily, please.
Don't bite me. I'm going to find Nicholas.
Monica,
What?
let her go. Let her do it her own way.
He's alive. You'll see.
ELQ's taken a plunge in the market. Do you believe tonight's fire will add to the downward spiral?
That's all for tonight.
The fire is out. If you won't go back in there to look for my fiance, then I will.
Captain, I'll handle this. Thank you. Thank you.
No, I came back to look for Nicholas.
She thinks he's still trapped.
Honey, the fire was burning for hours.
Nicholas is alive, and he needs me. If no one will help me go in there and find him, then I'll do it on my own.
Don't do this.
No. You know what? Just let her
She
go.
might find him dead.
She loves him. She has a right to look for him. You can't protect her from what she might find.
Nicholas, I'm here. Call out to me. Nicholas!
She can't keep this up much longer.
She needs to know she did everything she could. It's the only way she'll accept the truth.
Nicholas! Nicholas, I'm here! Call out to me! Nicholas! Nicholas. Please answer me. Make a sense. Anything. Nicholas.
Come on, you need some rest.
Is there any sign of Nicholas?
The official search for any survivors has been called off.
I don't care if the firefighters stop. We'll keep looking for him ourselves.
I don't want to believe it either, and he was my brother. But we have to face the fact that Nicholas is gone.
I still can't believe this is happening. I keep waiting to wake up next to Nicholas.
I can't believe it either.
Last night, before the fire started, we toasted our future.
Emily, Nicholas wanted to spend his whole life with you.
And when I was afraid my cancer was terminal. It never even occurred to me that Nicholas would go first.
Let me take you home.
If I leave, it means that I believe he's dead. And I don't want to. I don't want to feel this hole inside of me. And know that I'm never gonna see him again or have him hold me.
I'm so sorry.
You know, if I had just stayed there, you know, when that roof collapsed, then I would have been able to help him down, you know? If I had just been there, then I could have gotten him out.
You mean you did what he wanted?
I should have never left him.
He wanted you safe. That's all that mattered to him. I'm so sorry. Look, I'm very sorry for your loss. Thanks. Listen, I'm going home. I want you to come home with me. You can take a shower and get some sleep. Okay?
If I leave, I'm going to Windermere.
Okay. But I need to tell you about something. There may be some reporters outside, and they may want to ask you some questions. So,
Why would reporters want to talk to me?
Quartermain? My condolences. Evidence suggests that your grandfather was responsible for the fire that killed your fiance. Any comment?
My grandfather?
I talked to the press last night, okay? I made it very clear this investigation is still ongoing.
We had initial reports indicate that the fire was started because of faulty wiring and that Edward Quartermain was aware of the danger. He's facing charges of criminal negligence.
You're wrong. My grandfather didn't have anything to do with the fire that killed Nicholas. Nicholas.
Why are you still here?
This is my home. Nicholas and I lived here together. I gave Nicholas this house. I bought it for him as a Christmas present. You're the one that doesn't belong here.
No, you were a tragic mistake for Nicholas. You brought him nothing but pain, and you eventually...
Nicholas and I loved each other.
No, it was my grandson's infatuation with you that cost him his life. You should have died. You should have bled to death.
Mom wondered how that tourniquet...
Any emotion on you because you were the poor little waif that no one could love. Nicholas was far superior to you in every way.
Nicholas was superior to every Cassadine that came before him. Stavros and Mikos were hateful. Stefan had a glimmer of hope until you destroyed it with your constant barrage of cruelty. Nicholas despised all of you.
Oh, you have no idea how Nicholas felt.
I know that Nicholas felt that Emily was the one loving thing that ever happened to him. If anyone has any right to be in this home, it's Emily. And you, madam, have no authority to force her out.
Well, Emily is a disgrace to Nicholas's memory, and I don't want her in this house.
So easy for you to believe that he's gone. I mean, you're already fighting over his estate and what he would have wanted and who will live where. I mean, they haven't even found a body yet.
I meant what I said. You're welcome to stay here as long as you like.
I'll just stay long enough to say a final goodbye to Nicholas.
I'm just going over some of Nicholas's papers. He never had a chance to change his will.
What does that mean?
It means that the Cassadine estate, or what's ever left of it, is being equally divided between Christina and Leslie Lou.
Luke and Helena are both gonna hate that.
Well, finally, they have something in common.
Will there be enough money to send the girls to college?
I obviously had planned to send Christina to college myself, but it was very generous of Nicholas to provide for her. He also left a trust to cover Laura's medical expenses so that she'll be able to remain in her present facility.
That's good.
Emily, you bought him his house. I know he wants you to have it, and if you want it, it's yours. I will do whatever.
I don't need money. If the Quartermains went bankrupt tomorrow, Jason would give me anything I wanted. He has more money than he needs, and he never spends it on anything anyway. Yeah, I knew it would be him.
Excuse me?
Coming out of that hotel, they pulled all the firefighters out, and they said that anyone left in that building was dead. And I kept explaining that Nicholas and Jason were still in there, but no one would listen. And then I saw someone through the smoke, and I wanted it to be Nicholas, but I knew. Even before Courtney ran to him, I knew that it was Jason, and that only one of them could live. And Courtney ran to him, and he was holding her so tightly, and I was screaming inside because I knew that Nicholas would never hold me again. First of all, you never have to thank me for that. And second, I'm not even sure that it was a conscious decision. The first time I saw Nicholas, when I was the world's geekiest teenager, and he was charming and polite and handsome. And still so incredibly kind. I think I knew right then that I'd love him forever. And Nicholas, he thought that it was just a crush. And for a while I did too. But I know now that it was love. And it always will be.
I think you loved him just right, Emily. I think you loved him selflessly, and I think you were the only one who ever did that for him. Stefan and Elena, all they cared about was controlling him, and I don't think that I did the right thing either. Because I kept my distance and left him alone and thought that he would come to me if he needed me, and I knew very well that he never asked anybody for anything. You did it just right, Emily. You turned a hopeless crush into something real, and you became his only true love. And he became yours. He loved you. He did, truly and deeply.
What do you think will happen to this place?
I have no idea.
Do you think they'll tear it down?
I certainly hope so. This house has brought nothing but unhappiness to everyone who's ever lived in it.
Nicholas and I were going to change that.
I'm sorry, Emily. That was very insensitive of me.
You don't have to apologize. I always thought this was an ugly, gloomy old place. Until the night of the Bacchanalia. When there were flowers everywhere and the ballroom was all lit up. And for a little while it was magic. Maybe that's a lesson. Magic doesn't last in this place. It's time enough for a first dance, maybe. Time enough to fall in love, and then the magic fades. There's no happily ever after. Okay, I think I'm the one that should apologize here.
For what?
I'm not going to feel sorry for myself, and I'm not going to spend the rest of my life looking back.
I know you won't.
Is it all right if I look in that desk? I think there's some pictures.
Take anything you want. Take it all.
Emily.
You're really here. I'm not dreaming or hallucinating.
Don't you know by now that I love you too much to ever leave you? Don't you know
I think I'm losing my mind.
that? Or else we're both dead. This is heaven.
No, you're hurt and nothing hurts in heaven. You're never afraid, and I'm so afraid right now that this isn't real.
Oh, God. There was this heat, and then an explosion. And then the last thing I remember wasn't that I was afraid I was going to die, but that I didn't want to leave you. Maybe this is what it feels like to be a ghost, you know? Maybe I am dead under a pile of burning rubber.
You're real. And if you're not, they can just put me in a straitjacket and take me away. I'm never gonna stop believing in you. I was afraid you died when the roof collapsed.
When the helicopter cleared the building, I ran for the stairs. It was really dark and smoky. And I kept losing my balance. I kept falling. And my hands, they were burning from touching the hot metal, but I didn't even notice. All I kept thinking about was your face. When you were so sick last summer, and how hard you had to fight. You wouldn't let yourself die. You loved me too much. And I had to love you like that. Strange in a way. When you don't think about anything else. When you just concentrate on... When you just concentrate on, I love my Emily. And I have to live for her. When you just concentrate on that, everything else just fades away. It's okay.
Thank you for living. And for coming back to me.
Jason. What happened to Jason? Did he make it out?
The firefighters said that no one was left alive in the building, and then I saw someone through the smoke, and it felt like I'd lived my whole life in that 1 second when I hoped it was you. And then Jason walked out. And he's my brother, and I love him, and now I can be completely grateful that he lived, because he lived too.
Did he tell you that I cut through his handcuffs with a fire axe?
You saved his life.
I caused the gas explosion that nearly killed us. Another important reminder that I need to stay away from manual labor at all times.
You have the most beautiful smile.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Some people live their whole life and never realize what it feels like to breathe the air or see the stars. Or touch somebody's face. Until it gets taken away from them.
Nicholas?
You see him, right? I'm not just hallucinating.
I knew you were indestructible. Well done.
Anyway, I'm alive, and I'm safe, and so are the two of you, and that's all that really matters at this point.
I almost had to probate your will. By the way, thank you for providing for Christina.
Oh, you're welcome.
And my favorite part was when you disinherited Helena.
That's my pleasure. What? What?
Cameron Lewis died in the fire. And Xander's disappeared.
What do you... You mean he wasn't in the basement?
That apparently was Scott Baldwin.
If Xander got away, he's probably in Canada by now.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of a lot to take in. I mean, I thought Xander burned to death because of me.
Whatever happened to Xander is not your fault.
I'm sorry. I know you cared a lot about him, and Cameron as well.
I did. I should have told him so. But I guess it's too late for that now.
I'm sorry.
I would much rather focus on you and how nice it is to see your face.
That makes two of us.
Obviously, Emily is way too nice and too in love with you to tell you that you smell and that you're very dirty, and I don't want you to get anything on the furniture because you can't afford to reupholster it. Take a shower.
You don't go anywhere.
Not a chance. I'm almost afraid to let him out of my sight.
I can see the eyes.
Thank you, Alexis, for your kindness and your support. I know I've been a basket case.
No, Emily. A basket case is someone who gets so caught up in their own grief and fear that they blurt out things that shouldn't be said. You aren't even remotely close to being a basket case.
Nicholas.
Hello, grandmother.
You're alive.
Oh, yeah. I can see that you're worried, grandmother, but I'm all right, really.
Oh, it felt like a cosmic joke that you would die in a fire caused by someone else's negligence. After everything I did to save you. Yet here you are. strongest of the strong. My perfect grandson.
Don't get carried away, okay? I didn't turn into a superhero in there. I was lucky enough to end up under a steel beam, which protected me instead of crushing me.
Oh, you've always been far too modest. You weren't fated to die. You were meant to live out your legacy. To be the greatest Cassadine of all.
I'm glad that you survived the fire as well. As much as I've hated you at times, I never really wanted you dead.
I know that. And I know that on some level you've always understood my devotion.
Doesn't mean I accept or condone all the terrible things you've done. All I'm saying is that maybe this fire is a chance for us to start over, to connect as a family. Not that that's even possible. Believe me, I have my doubts about your motivation.
Oh, Nicholas, it is more than possible. And I have wonderful news. I have found a way to secure your future.
Hello, Helena. I'm sure you're as relieved as the rest of us to see that Nicholas is home safe.
Yes, I was just telling grandmother here that maybe this is a chance for all of us to start over.
You think?
Willing to try?
Then so will I, for Nicholas's sake.
Emily, I can see how much you love my grandson, and it's quite obvious how much he loves you. That's why I'm asking you, I'm beseeching you, break this engagement and walk out of Nicholas's life forever. Emily, you have fallen in love with a Cassadine man, easy to do but hard to live with. Now, to them, love is not a pretty, sentimental emotion. It's an all-consuming passion. It's a kind of madness.
You're being a bit histrionic there, don't you think?
No, you know I'm right. Nicholas, look at Stavros and Stefan. They were all consumed by their obsession for Laura, and they destroyed her. They shattered her mind. And Laura was fortunate. She managed to walk out with her life. Alexis's mother did not.
Because of you!
No, because she loved Nikos. Emily, loving Nicholas will ruin your life in the end, and in turn it will destroy his life. Now, you don't want that, I know. So do the right thing. Let Nicholas go.